Hey guys, welcome to another episode of War Divisions where I talk about MR or lower rated units and tackle hard content with them. Today I want to give my thoughts on Naiah, the SR unit of the game, the SR healer of the game. She was part of the second batch of units to transcend to 140. And I have to say, after using her for heavily for about a week in arena and in some other PvP content, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, I don't think she's worth taking to 140 or using antler or save her for last to use her antler, and I'll explain why. Because she does have a lot of great stuff for her towards her, things that she could utilize that makes your battles go better. But yeah, the pros don't outweigh the cons in this. But before that, let's just go over the pros. Right off the bat, you can see on the screen she has +4. She has +4 movement. That's not commonly seen on healers. I don't know off right off the bat any other healer that has 4 movement. Thinking about it, there might be one, but right now I can't think of one. She's unique in that. Jump 1 is normal. Second thing that's great about her is when we go over to her master ability. When she got her MA2, she gained -3 hate, which is great, and I'll explain why that's great a little bit later when I go over the cons. And she gained an extra ability use on her full life and enhancer rate on her full life, meaning she's the only unit in the game that can utilize full life twice in one battle, which is great. If you do use her in a guild battle, she could full life in one battle, and in round 2 she could full life again if she survives. if that happens, but it's a possibility. And then she gains air attack resistance 15. This compensates her movement because she's +4, so she's more likely to move closer to your allies to gain those affinity buffs and to be in range to do her spells. So those are great. They helped her out. That on top of her MA2, when she went to 120, they enhanced her Kuraga. Her Kuraga is able to not only heal but also raise CT, which is actually pretty good. You're healing someone and you're raising their CT, which means they're gonna move sooner. That's just awesome. And now that the White Mage job has an enhancement boost where Kuraga has a bigger range, this is even better because this will allow Naiah to stay back a bit further to cast off the heals, and everyone will get CT boosts. Like, she's more likely to hit more units within the range. On top of that, this Kuraga enhancement also increases the enhancement in the range enhancement of Kuraga for herself. So that's just great. And then she's one of the few units, I think there might be one more, but she's one of the known units to have reflect. Outside of her, there's Carbuncle that gives reflect to the party. And there might be one more unit that could give reflect, but off the bat I can't think of. So she has that going for her. All positive stuff. All good stuff. When we go to her transcendent ability, if you take her to 140, she's gonna get more TP up, which is great. She could heal longer. She's gonna gain more agility, which she needed, so she could keep up with the team. And her Kuraga got enhanced for lesser TP use. Like they lowered the TP use, and they gave you an additional use out of it. So instead of 3 Kuragas, you have 4. So 4 Kuragas, all of them can boost up your CT. Great. All this is great. Perfect. Sounds like a great heal to take to 140, right? Here's my problem with her and the struggles I have with her. Look at this. Look at this. Negative 35 in all these resistance. Negative 35. This means she's gonna die. Unless you're facing all magic team, which in this case she has a good chance of surviving. But all these negative resistance suck. And it sucks more when they do a single target hit. Because she has built-in area attack resistance, if you stack that up, she has a chance to survive, but her chances of surviving is still slim. Now, you would think that with all the positives I've mentioned, how she has minus 3 area attack resistance and all that stuff, she'll still be fine. She'll stay out of trouble. No. No. Because of her 4 movement, which is a blessing and a curse, she has the habit of moving close to your allies to do a buff or whatever. And you want to have some of her buffs on so she can stay away. But as the battle drags on, she will wind up getting close to them, and there's nothing you can do about it. And by then, her negative 3 hate is gone, and she's more likely to get targeted. So what can you do? Well, based on how you build your team up, you gotta stack her area resistance to hopefully try to survive. It's gonna be a trial and error. Don't focus on trying to get those resistances to positive, because that's just not gonna happen. If you try to focus on union attack resistance, she's just probably gonna still die from air attack resistance. So you have to do one or the other. If you can do both, be my guest, give it a try. Another thing is you could try to limit her movement, which is what I did. I used the bow tie for that everyone who started during the 3rd anniversary would have gotten it. That helps. Limiting her mobility doesn't hurt her because she has a lot of range. So she could cast her stuff from far away. Especially since her regen now has range. She's one of the only units that will have a range, a good range regen. So she doesn't have to be near the ally to use it. But she'll wind up doing that if she wants to. And you just have to adjust her, pick and choose what moves you want her to do. Because if she doesn't do anything, she will move closer to your units just for that affinity boost. So yeah, she has all these great stuff, and probably the first few turns she's fine. But if it's a long battle, she's just gonna die easily. She cannot take hits whatsoever. I haven't started the repeat process with her because it's a lot of mats. Like I have scrolls, but it's a lot of mats. These mats I have to go get. But B, I just don't want to just yet. I think there's other units I want to do the repeat process for. It's definitely gonna happen with her. I think I'm gonna do the man crazy idea of just max reincarnate all the lower units. But yeah. Overall, she's a nice unit, but I just can't recommend transcending her. If you do transcend her, just know that you're in for a lot of thought process and work into trying to make her work on your team. You have to pair her with a tank. You have to pair her with a tank. You can't pair her with any non-tank, because she's just not gonna survive at all. But Yeah, she's pretty much just hard to use for most players. Anyway, those are my thoughts. The TLDR, whatever, is don't transcend her because she's hard to use. But if you do transcend her, just know that she does have good positives that can work with you in the battle. Just don't expect her to survive. Alright, we're gonna next video after this will be a gameplay video of me using her. So you'll see what I'm talking about there. See you guys next time. Laters.